Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, the 135th pick of the draft back in 2016 from Mississippi State.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The offensive starters now for the Broncos.
And they're coming off a good win on the road last week, but they do know that they have a home game next week. So all the focus has to be, can they get a 2nd win on the road and make going home that much sweeter? That's the intention in this ball game.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. To throw is Prescott. And it's complete. Hooper. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Broncos.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now this throw caught left side. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. The numbers for Thielen in that game last week, 3 catches, 82 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
36 yards on the play. Prescott from the gun. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Austin Hooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bills now under third-year man Sean McDermott. They'll be brought out by their quarterback, who is now in season number 9 out of TCU, Andy Dalton.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Second and a yard.
On second and a yard, Dalton. He finds a rookie from Iowa, T.J. Hockenson. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Now the rookie from Boise State, Alexander Madison. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Let them know. Check 9.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Last stop.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. That one caught by Ellison. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On play action, Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Broncos first down.
Prescott off play action. And finding the tight end, Hooper. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. On the defensive side, this is the starting lineup for the Bills. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Prescott to throw it. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott. And that's complete to Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Fournette, a first down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Prescott. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Now Prescott. And he's going to go down. sack back at the 13-yard line.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, and we'll give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Down to lose one. Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Defensively, we check the starters now for Denver. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a draw play for Gurley. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Dalton here from the gun. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Let's go, baby.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Only 2 there on the dump off. It's 3rd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Called on a very strong gain of 24. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Andy Dalton. It's Williams on the catch. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Kareem Martin up to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Dalton, open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yardage.
Okay.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive,
Let's go!
you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. It's caught by Bryant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. To throw here, Dalton over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin, and now it's 2nd down. Play action here with Dalton. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4, Dalton. And that's complete to Brown. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Check.
Operating from the gun, Dalton. That one caught by Ellison. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Dalton to the goal line, but it's incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Another chance for Dalton toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their side,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Patrick Owasor gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Leonard Fournette. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. Sam Hubbard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 35 on 2nd down, Dalton. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And Dalton to throw. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Let's see what our player spotlight feature has in store with Dak Prescott. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins, we talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Prescott on 1st down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. Keelan Cole, the intended target.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Tyrell Williams heading back out onto the field now. With them losing here in the 2nd quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I said just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts. One of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A first down throw coming for Dalton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Dalton. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. His guys lead, though, by only a point. It's been a tight one. As for the start of the 3rd quarter, we'll send it back to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Watch the slant! Watch the slant!
3rd down from the gun, Dalton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Dalton's pass intended for Tyrell Williams.
So it appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the 2nd half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench, but this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. 3rd and long for Prescott. And finding the tight end Hooper. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. It's Williams on the catch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And it'll be Dalton again. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He wants it all for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
Yeah, baby.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run with Fournette and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
51 to Mike.
On the run, it's Fournette. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. And he coughed it up. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, But here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On first down, it's Gurley. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Ricky.
Dalton sets up play action. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
That's it, huh? Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Broncos 17.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And he finds McLaurin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
The Bills, first down. First and 10.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Mario Allison on the stop. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Rabbit.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still second down.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Yeah, let's get sacked.
A quick throw here out to Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
From the 45 on second down, Dalton. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw here, Dalton. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good. Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Snap came at 1. Now here's Dalton. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for T.J. Hawkinson. Incomplete.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Seibert's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has, and that offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Buffalo. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll run on 2nd down with Blue. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Fournette. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
I got you, son.
Play action now, Prescott. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Sam Hubbard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now Fournette. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Oh, yeah!
Jordan Jenkins on the tackle. It's a gain of 6.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Bryant has it. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Dalton. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And Dalton to throw. Going to flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Throwing, Dalton slings this deep from McLaurin, and that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. 20, 10, and the Denver Broncos are in for 6.
Touchdown! Here we go.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Broncos 24.
So the very rare blocked punt, scooped and returned for a touchdown. What an exciting play. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Let's go one more.
The first down throw coming for Dalton. And his throw is incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Watch left, left,
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Dalton now to pass. He gets it to Gurley, complete. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. So Dalton now. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're running with Gurley. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's...
And that's caught inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34.
1st and 10.
Dalton here from the gun. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Dalton. And his throw here's incomplete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Well-executed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, I know this will surprise you. I've actually done a little bit of reading lately, and all the analytics.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back in the 32. Dwayne Smoot just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. The pass to Brown as he holds it in. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I know he ain't got it.
This is Fournette. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A handoff to Fournette. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 9 yards on the play and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bills' 44-yard line.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Broncos, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.